Hello, my little misfits. Welcome back. We're playing more of What Remains of Edith Finch in
Lewis's
this room.
Smelled very, very familiar.
Oh.
That part of him lived on.
Yeah, in this room with this nice hookah setup we got going here. And we're in Lewis's room, I believe.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Well, that's sad. If I remember right, this room that I'm in is shaped like a boat. Oh, yeah, it is a boat. It's like an old, repurposed boat. That's really cool. What is this? Some mail for me?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Damn.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, not this again. No. No. No.
He kept working at the cannery.
No.
But he withdrew part of himself.
No.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
No.
His mind began to...
No. Didn't I already do this? I already did this part.
I asked him to describe it.
I did this whole part.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
No.
Bats. And toads.
I did this. Ah, the fish is piling up. The fish. Oh, just... No. No.
And things that have not names.
No.
He knew it was all in his head.
Fish.
But
Get out of here.
Very seriously.
Get out of here.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Get out of here. Get out.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss.
You gotta have some serious hand-eye coordination to do
Lewis
this.
had become a model employee.
Some like
methodical, tireless, focused.
Controlling both at once. Oh boy.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A doggo! Oh, doggo friend.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Don't send me two fish at
Built
once.
the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
It's good to have dreams.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Yeah, well, this is an
And one
easy
day it
job,
struck
okay?
him that
I mean,
all the cheering crowds,
I could
even
do
the
this in my
stones under
sleep.
his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Is that a whale?
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Yeah, just like Mario.
They begged him to stay, but
Did
his
I
mind
win?
was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh. Yeah, yep. Here we are. Sailing
He'd
around.
conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Hey. This boat is so hard
St. Louis.
to steer. Oh my god!
He started drifting away from our reality.
He had already done that. Like a long time ago. Oh.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Forgot. You just forget to go home.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Shut up, Mom. I'm doing my fish, Mom. Oh,
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
of a handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. This part's so pretty. My hands are getting confused doing both of these.
Queen was on her own quest for
Serpents.
sinister serpents.
Oh. Oh, it's so hard to
She followed
control.
the sound of her
Aw. The sound of her electric sitar, because she's a badass and she plays things.
electric sitar.
Yeah. Yes, queen. Oh, that's cool. Son, no!
His chase led him to a golden palace east
Aw.
of the sun and west of the moon.
I ruined it.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my god.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I'm sorry I'm
But he
playing
was
this
so
part
proud
again,
of having
guys.
created it. In
Just
his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
didn't save for some reason. Take the fish, Lewis. Take it.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon,
Are
but
you
the
sure?
one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
So I'm pretty sure I'm chopping salmon right now. There.
My
There.
imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
This little baby door. Okay, I believe here is where I left off last time. So, it hadn't saved because I guess this didn't count as a checkpoint, but I thought it did.
He began to forget the world we know.
Yep, I was right about here last time. In the salmon
I think
factory.
it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
It is sometimes way nicer to live in a fantasy. I can completely relate to Lewis.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
You're not even touching them. You're literally not doing anything at all. You're useless. What is this? Up
I
the
still thought I
conveyor
could
belt
save
I
him.
go. Whee!
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hey, they don't have any faces. What's up, guys? You're creepy as heck.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
They're also kind of cute. In a weird sort of way. Thank you, thank you. Yes.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yes, queen.
There was only one thing left to do.
Marry the queen? Oh, she's huge.
Bend down his head.
She's a huge queen. Wait, are you gonna kill me? They're gonna kill me. No. Why does this look like... I mean, that's a really weird way to crown someone as
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh. How did he actually die? Did he get decapitated in the factory?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I think he got decapitated in the factory when he was stuck in his fantasy of becoming a king. He went to put his head down and be crowned, and he was decapitated instead. Wow, okay. What a interesting yep.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
The day before you left? That's not very much
I'm not
time.
sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Yeah.
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, you spilled your peanuts. You're packing peanuts. They're all on the floor.
But I understand why we left.
Oh, stairs. Stairs.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
All these places are built really cool. Is that a real bird? No. The origami. Oh. Man, these little rooms are so neat.
But it had to end one way or another.
I love to have a little space like
now
this.
was to tell you about that last night.
Look at this. I think Edith is the last one. All this trauma and you still found a way to get your nails done.
Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
That escalated fast. Can we just communicate as a family? Those books are gonna catch on fire.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
These candles are
Or
not
that
safe.
Edie had a key to it.
Oh. Secret passages all over the place. I like it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Can't leave without her.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oh.
Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
It's really not safe to be walking in low tide anyway, because the tide can always come back. But...
I got turned around.
Oh.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Oh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, this is cool. I was hoping I'd get to go over here.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
One of you let go. Just someone let go.
I kicked and screamed, but
Idiots.
Mom dragged me to the car.
You idiot.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh. Bye, Grandma.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Gone where?
After that, we moved around a lot.
That's really sad.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
It's not working.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
That was way more sad than I expected. You just had me tearing up over here. That was beautiful. Really well written. Really, a really nice game. I didn't even realize how close I was to the end when I started. Well, for those of you who have been following the story, thank you for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And it is a beautiful game. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh. I can replay certain stories. I might do that later on. Anyway, again, thank you all for watching. It was definitely an experience. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.